game. We mentioned Ashland's problems, I suppose, so far this year. Indiana-Purdue Fort Wayne is led by somebody who can really score some points. Lisa Miller, she's averaging about 26 points a game, and she'll be a key factor tonight.
Yeah, she definitely will. It's interesting that Lisa Miller wasn't the big factor in the last game, so it just goes to show you that Ashland's going to have to be careful of both Miller and Edwards.
As you take a look at Coach Karen Linder, we're now going to send it down to our public address announcer, Paul Martello, for today's starting lineups for Indiana-Purdue Fort Wayne and Ashland University. And those are the starting lineups for today's ball game. The officials for today's ball game: Jerry Bush, your referee; Dale Ramsey, the umpire for today's game as well. Let's recheck those starting lineups. Heil, Bibb, Forrester, Hall, and Fachu for the Lady Eagles, and for the Lady Dons, Dressler, Miller, Sands, Edwards, and Menier for the Lady Dons, who are 17-6 overall, and have the most experienced team in the GLVC when we talk about seniority in the GLVC.
Go, he goes!
Fachu's going to jump for Ashland.
Go, Andy! Go, Joe! Go, Kim! Go, Beth!
Edwards will jump for Indiana-Purdue Fort Wayne. And Bibb comes down with the ball. All shot is up and good, 2-0. Dressler. Shot right side by Minier is no good. Rebounded by Bibb. Over to Andreas Forrester. Inside to Fichu, who scores 2 points. Very quickly, Trevor, it's 4-0.
All right, Ashland's shooting very well. I think coming off the big loss to Mercyhurst, they want to play a little better.
Minier the point. Tries to get it to Miller, finally does. That'll be a key matchup there. Triple team inside on Edwards, and we're gonna have a foul. This one should go up against Beth Fichu.
That foul is charged number 54, Beth Fichu. That's her first, team first. To the line for IPFW number 23.
Taking a look at Eileen Kleinfelter in her first season. She has inherited a pretty good team so far, as we mentioned. 17-6 overall, 9-4 overall in the conference. Edwards' first shot is good, and the second one forthcoming is also good. 4-2, Ashland out on top. 19 minutes and 5 seconds left, and some token pressure by the Lady Dons. Wide open is Beth Fichu. Nice assist by Julie Heil. 6-2 Eagles.
A lot of good passing right now by Ashland. They're taking the good shot.
Lady Eagles not a very good field goal percentage team in the GLVC, but so far they're getting the open shot. Miller's shot no good. Forrester with the board. Andreas Forrester brings it up court herself. Tries to get it inside. Julie Heil saves it. Heil will take the shot and drill it. 8-2. And it looks like the Lady Eagles were ready for Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne, Trevor.
Must have been a big talk after the Mercyhurst game.
Inside is Miller. Count the basket and the foul. Karen Linder does not like that call at all.
Count the basket for Lisa Miller. Foul charged for Ashland number 40.
Foul's going to go up against Erin Hall. That'll be her first, team's second.
For IPFW, Lisa Miller.
And so Lisa Miller completes the three-point play. The Lady Dons are down by 3. Heil, right side shot goes off the right side of the banking board and goes out of bounds. So the Lady Eagles will have 20 seconds to shoot. Hall is wide open for the 4-footer, and she nails it. Trevor, the Lady Eagles are getting some very easy shots.
It's attributed to a lot of good passing right now. Kim Bibb setting up a lot of great shots.
Now we're going to have a foul on Andreas Forrester, who apparently went through a pick. An inside screen. Karen Linder doesn't like that call at all, and she's working the officials very early in this ball game. Swinging around the Menier. Now Dressler has it. Almost stolen and goes out of bounds, and the Lady Dons will have it. They will have 22 seconds to shoot. 10-5. The Lady Eagles doubling up the Lady Dons. Glad you could join us. Charles H. Gymnasium. Miller with the rainbow shot, no good. Dressler's shot is off the mark. Edwards puts it up and in, and we'll have a foul inside. Foul goes against Andreas Forrester, and she will sit down very quickly. Back into the ball game, Missy Gribbs. Missy Grimes from Louisville, Ohio. The junior shot is no good. And here comes Grimes, left side. Heil trying to drive, double team inside nicely. 16 seconds to shoot. Pass inside is stolen by Edwards. And Manier has it now. Miller. Inside. Pass apparently trying to go to Tina Manier, and that ball goes out of bounds. I think Lisa Miller would have been better advised to take that shot and try to make that, instead of trying to make that fancy pass.
Right, I think they're trying to get the ball to Edwards right now. She does have for the IPFW's 10 points.
Have a foul inside, and a big hit by Pam Edwards. Going to the line will be Kim Bibb. She was slammed to the floor. Bibb on the season, a 63% free throw shooter. And the Eagles, the Lady Eagles overall, are 8th out of 10 teams in the GLVC. IPFW has the best field free throw percentage at 72%. 12-7 now. Lady Eagles out on top. That's Miller, and Miller has her shot blocked, but we're gonna have a foul. And it looks like it's gonna go against Beth Fichu. And that'll be her second foul on the ball game.
Foul charge number 54, Beth Fichu, her second, team fifth. Lisa Miller to the line, shooting 2 for IPFW.
Allison Davis will check into the ball game, and sitting down will be Beth Fichu. So far, 2 of the taller players for the Lady Eagles are sitting on the pine right now in foul trouble. Andreas Forrester and Beth Fichu sits down. Miller's first free throw is good. Second shot is good as well. She's got 5 points in the ball game. 12-9, 16 minutes, 27 seconds left. Grimes will drive. Off the rim, no good. Fought for, Grimes has it. The Lady Dons recover. And here comes Manier. Bounce pass to Miller. Now a pass inside that goes off the top of the glass and in. Are they going to count the basket? Yes. Karen Lunder is furious on the sidelines right now, Trevor.
Right now, Ashland's trying to put a lot more pressure on IPFW. They weren't able to do that against Mercyhurst, and in doing so, they're getting some fouls, and Linder is not happy at all.
Shelly Sands with an unbelievable shot completes the three-point play. And Sands, after that remarkable shot, will now sit down and take a breather. Tie ball game at 12. Glad you could join us here on TV too. Heil has the ball stolen from her by Manier. Manier pass to Miller inside, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Missy Grimes. And Karen Linder, as you see her there, she has got to be close to getting a technical foul there, Trevor.
Yeah, she keeps stepping out on the court 3 to 4 steps at least.
Missy Grimes now has 2 fouls as well. And Miller, the 78% free throw shooter, the senior guard, makes the first shot. And the Lady Dons are Up by 1 for the first time in this ball game. Second shot good as well. They're up by 2 now. Lisa Miller, 7 points very early in this ball game. She's got half of the Dons' points in this ball game right now. Grimes, right side, banks it off and in. 14 all. Manier trying to get it to Edwards. Edwards banks it off and in. Bibb has it. Long three-pointer off the mark. No good for... Nice save by Aaron Hall there. Grimes right side. Puts it up and in. She has 4, 16 all. Meir now tries to get it to Miller. Miller off of the screen, shot is no good. Rebounded by Aaron Hall, who makes a bad outlet pass for Julie Heil, and the ball goes out of bounds. The Lady Dons will take over from there.
Right now, Miller and Edwards are supplying all the offense, which is they're the 2 key players that Ashland had to keep in control, and they're not able to do that right now. As again, both Miller and Edwards are supplying all the offense for IPFW.
With the exception of those 2 players, the Eagles are doing a good job defensively. Pass inside, tipped off the hands of Allison Davis. The Lady Dons will have 22 seconds to shoot. Miller in the lane, no good. Rebounded. Dressler puts it up and in. 18-16, 2-point deficits for the Lady Eagles. Shot inside by Allison Davis is blocked. However, we'll have a foul despite the protest, as you saw by Eileen Kleinfelter. Missy Wilson will come into the ball game, and Aaron Hall will exit. Hall with 4 points as she exits. There's Allison Davis. First shot is good. The Lady Dons up by 1, 18-17. Second shot is also perfect as well. Tie ball game at 18. And here, bounce pass to Miller. Miller drives the lane, now dishes it back out nicely to Edwards, who's in the lane. Back over to Manier, who nails the three-pointer from the top of the key. Trapping defense working for the Dons. Allison Davis off the rim, hangs, no good. Rebounded by Edwards, and here come the Lady Dons. Manier gives it up to Miller, who falls to the floor. Back to Edwards, and a nice pass inside. Goes off the rim and no good. But Kim Rucker will go to the charity stripe and shoot a pair.
Right now, both IPFW and Ashland are having lots of success shooting the ball. IPFW has 21 points, but Ashland's keeping pace, and they have 18. They're just not going to die early on.
Seems like Karen Linder really got her ball club up for this game. They're only down by 4 and really playing well, especially in the defensive end. They've kept Edwards and Miller in check so far. Back into the game will be Shelly Sands, who made that unbelievable shot a few minutes ago. Julie Heil will bring the ball cross court. Tight man-to-man defense. Heil, tough shot, but she nails it. Heil has 4 3-point margin in favor of the Dons. Manier inside, drives the lane, shoots and scores.
Manier now has 5 points in the game.
She could be a factor. Shot in the lane, no good by Heather Dennis. The Lady Dons with the rebound. Pass inside for Kim Recker, and Recker puts it up, and now it's a 7-point lead. And Aaron Hall is going to check back into this ball game next time we hear a whistle. Bibb, and now we're going to have a violation against the Eagles. Another problem for the Eagles so far in this ballgame. They've committed 18 fouls compared to IPFW, only 2. 7-point lead for the Lady Dons. Pass goes off the hands of Lisa Miller, their star player, and out of bounds.
Ashland doesn't seem to be able to get the crisp pass that they had going at the very beginning of the game. Right now, IPFW is clouding up the inside game on Ashland, and Ashland cannot get the pass completed.
IPFW might have thought this game was going to be a little bit easier of a game, but when the Eagles come out playing that strong, I think they got a very quick wake-up call.
We just saw Miller break up another pass on the floor. It's showing it's critical. Ashland needs to get the good pass to get the score.
Heil for 3, top of the key, no good, and it goes way up high and out of bounds. And Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne will take over. I think the shot selection as well has changed dramatically. They're not getting those points in the paint. And that's due to the foul trouble that we've seen so far. Miller with it. Over to Hogan, shot no good. Rebounded Aaron Hall. Kim Bibb with it right now to Aaron Hall. Dennis now over to Heil. And a lot of confusion there. The pass intercepted by Miller. Miller drives off the backboard, no good. Rebounded inside by Amy Hogan, who puts it up and good, plus the foul.
In the last 4 minutes or so, we've seen how IPFW has taken away the inside game of Ashland, and Ashland cannot get the pass, and thus turning it over to IPFW. IPFW is able to go down. They're getting fouled, plus they're making this basket.
They see Eileen Kleinfelter there before, and she's got to be happy with the performance of her Lady Dons. Up by 9, make it 10. Into the ball game, Lisa Herod. 10-point lead for the Lady Dons. Dennis over to Hall, whose shot is no good. Back over to Grimes. Grimes' shot is no good either. Here comes Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. Miller down court. Miller and an offensive foul. Check that. That offensive foul is going to go against Shelly Sands. Excuse me, it was on Miller. I'm sorry. Good defense there by Lisa Herod to take the offensive charge. Grimes. Over to Bibb, who hits a three-pointer.
There we see Kim Bibb hit the 3. She is the only legitimate three-point hitter for Ashland. She's hitting 33% of her shots. She's the only one who's even hit a three-pointer for Ashland all year.
Nice pass inside. That shot no good. Ball being fought for inside, and it goes out of bounds on Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. Nice play there by Miller. They get the pass inside to Hogan, who eventually missed the layup anyway. And we apparently have a timeout called. A timeout called by the Lady Dons. We'll take a break. Our score, the Lady Dons 30, the Lady Eagles 23.
Brought everybody. I'm Tim Bond, the host of Arrows 92. And coming up this year, we have 9 big shows for you to talk about all of the Ashland's area sports and their high school teams. And that's every Thursday night at 8:30, following Huddle with the Eagles. That will kick everything off at 8 o'clock with Jim Hoff. So stay tuned on Thursday nights for Huddle with the Eagles at 8, and then Arrows 92 at 8:30 right here on TV2.
Welcome back, everybody, to Charles Cates Gymnasium. Yes, we are here at Charles Cates Gymnasium. Lady Dons taking on the Lady Eagles. You take a look at the Lady Dons huddle, headed by head coach Eileen Kleinfelter. In her first year of basketball. They are 17-6 overall, and playing a very pesky Lady Eagle ball club, where you see break the huddle there.
Go ahead, let's go. Go, get in. Go ahead.
Heather Dennis will bring it up court for the Lady Eagles. Dennis over to Bibb. Dennis will drive on Miller. Shot no good, and Dennis goes over the back. And you and I discussed this a little bit earlier, but a lot of personal fouls going against the Lady Eagles, and another foul goes against the Eagles. They've got to stay away from those fouls.
Yeah, they do. They're trying to play extremely aggressive because they didn't have a good game against Mercyhurst. They were not able to get any shots off. They figure if they play more aggressive, they're going to get more points. But right now, all they're doing is getting more fouls.
Menier with the 1-and-1 hits her first free throw. She's got 6 so far in the ball game. From Waterloo, Indiana, make it 7. 32-23. Lady Dons out on top. Bibb with it now, top of the key. Dennis now has it. Nice pass inside to Lisa Herod. Her first 2 points of the ball game. 32-25, Lady Dons with the lead. Dressler to Miller. Back over to Menier, who takes the long shot, and it's good. A 3-pointer. That's her second 3-pointer of the ball game. She's got 10. 35-25. Wide open is Aaron Hall, who misses the easy 3-footer. And Menier comes down with the rebound. Great play by Dennis to get the steal. Dennis up in, no good. Rebounded Miller. Miller 2-on-1. Pass to Edwards is up and good. Dirk DeVito wants the walking violation call against the Lady Dons. No call, however. 12-point lead. Kim Bibb has her shot blocked, and here come the Lady Dons again. Miller tries to go up with a shot. The ball goes out of bounds. Several substitutions for both ball clubs. Most notably Julie Heil into the ball game. Also, Andreas Forrester.
Early on in this game, we saw the IPFW offense was mostly Miller and Edwards, but now we're beginning to see that Ashland has been able to pick up on it, so they're going to switch around. They're looking at Menier right now. They're looking at Sands and Dressler. They're all scoring well for IPFW right now.
LaRue with the rebound. Fought for by Andreas Forrester and also Miller. And IPFW will take over with a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Miller, pump fake the shot, and we're going to have a jump ball call. And the Lady Eagles will take over. I have a hard time understanding that call, but Karen Linder won't mind. Grimes with it left side. Fichu walks with the basketball. And you've got a young team. Mistakes like that, Trevor, are going to happen throughout the season.
They definitely are. I think Fichu is she's trying to get to figure out where she is. She's getting off some shots. Early on, she was able to get 4 points early, but then at the same time, she's also got 2 fouls. And right now, she's just looking for the pass, and she can't seem to find it.
She'll need to score some points inside for the Lady Eagles to be successful. Shot off the mark, Heil with the board. The left-hander tries to drive the lane. Left-handed shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shelly Sands. Jamie LaRue will bring it past the timeline. Almost a steal by Forrester. Miller with it. Miller will drive the lane. We're going to have an offensive foul. Missy Grimes takes the punishment, and Lisa Miller will take the personal foul.
Lisa Miller seemed to take the most punishment out of that. She just laid face down in the paint.
And Lisa Miller will take a seat. I think you're right. She looks very upset. 12-point lead. Forrester in the lane, no good. Rebounded Edwards. Here comes Manier. Manier, and that's going to be a double dribble. Called against the junior from Waterloo, Indiana. Along with Trevor Bowles, I'm Canio Costanzo from Charles Cates Gymnasium on the campus of Ashland University. Pass inside to Lisa Harrod. Harrod puts it up and good, plus we'll have a foul.
She's got 4 points now. She will be looking for a 5th point on the bonus.
And that's something that I think Karen Linder wants to do more often in this ball game. Get the ball inside and not have to worry about those perimeter jump shots, which the Eagles seem to have a hard time doing. The Eagles, not a very good field goal shooting team. They're 8th out of 10 teams in the GLVC. Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne is first. Gerard's first shot falls in. She's got 5, 37-28, under 7 minutes to play. Dressler over to Edwards, whose shot is no good. Fichu with the rebound. Missy Grimes will drive the lane, put it up with her right hand, no good. And we're going to have a foul called against Beth Fichu, and a good call. She went over the back.
She definitely did. Fichu, that'll be a 3rd foul now. So she's in foul trouble. They're going to have to substitute her. And right now, we see Davis come into the game to take over for Fichu.
The Lady Eagles with a lot of fouls so far in this ball game. One too many, if you ask Karen Linder after this ball game. Pam Edwards' first shot is up and good. She's a 61% free throw shooter. Ashland University with 10 personal fouls compared to 4 for Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. Edwards' second shot is good as well.
Edwards now has 10 points in the game. She and Miller are proving to be the big offensive threats for IPFW.
And with Miller on the bench, see if the Eagles go into some zone defense. Allison Davis can't handle the pass from Andreas Forrester. And Dressler comes up with it. 6:15 left. Manier, the point guard, almost has it stolen to Hogan, and now they get it inside to Recker, whose shot is no good. Hogan with the rebound, and now we're going to have a jump ball, and Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne will have it on the alternating possession rule. You see our score, 39-28. The Lady Dons in the lead. On-court pass over to Manier. Now to Recker. Nice play by Allison Davis to pick up the loose ball. And Heil has it. Heil will take a tough shot and get fouled in the act of shooting. Foul's going to go up against Tina Manier. That's going to be her second. That's the team's sixth. Heil, one of the better free throw shooters. And she proves it there. 73% overall this season. Heil's second shot is up and perfect. 9-point lead now for the Lady Dons.
That was Heil's 6 point the game so far.
Tough man-to-man defense by the Lady Eagles. Herard playing tough defense. That shot no good. Rebounded inside by Edwards, and Edwards gets clocked. This foul looks like it's going to go up against, and it will go up against, Dawn Dressler. However, Dawn Dressler is not out on the court. The official signaled 22, and Dressler is not there. Now they're going to say the foul is going to go up against Julie Heil. Just proving that officials are not perfect when they try to do their job. Edwards to the line yet again. And the 5'11" junior puts it up and in, making it a 41-30 ball game.
Edwards now has 12 points in the game so far.
And they're really spreading around the offense are the Lady Dons. Heil with the tough shot. She nails it. Julie Heil. She's got 8.
Heil and Grimes are quickly becoming the big offensive threat for Ashland.
Inside is Recker, and we're going to have an offensive foul. And also, Pam Edwards now is very upset. I think she got poked in the eye for some strange reason. The officials aren't even signaling that we've got a timeout of some sort. And Pam Edwards showing a little bit of emotion. A lot of confusion here. The officials not knowing whether or not to give them a timeout or what. I think Eileen Kleinfelter just wants to scream a little bit at one of the officials. No timeout is taken or charged, and the Eagles have control. Missy Grimes with it in the corner. Grimes gets it to Herard. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay. It will belong to the Lady Dons. (41-32), a tight ball game from Kate's Gymnasium. Along with Trevor Voles, I'm Connie Costanza. With it now is Dressler. Ball out of bounds, and the Eagles will take control. The Eagles have had their chances to get some breaks in this ball game, but it just seems like they just haven't been able to do so.
Yeah, a lot of the passes for IPFW are going wide, and they cannot seem to stop Pam Edwards, who is only 3 points shy now of her season average of 15 points.
Edwards will come back into the ball game momentarily. Andreas Forrester makes it 41-34 with 4 minutes, 11 seconds left. Ball goes now out of bounds off of the knee of Julie Heil. Edwards comes back into the ball game, and you can bet she'll want to get the ball very quickly.
Yeah, she's the big offensive threat right now, and I don't think after coming off an injury, she's not going to want to do anything else but score and put it right in Ashland's face as soon as possibly can.
Elisa Miller's still on the bench. Miller just sitting there. We have a jump ball, and the Eagles will take over. And Kleinfelter doesn't like the call that the officials made. Both coaches very much irate with some of the calls that have been made so far in the ball game. Heil's shot is no good, and over the back apparently goes Lisa Herod, excuse me. I am making up names as we go. Lisa Herard, I just called Lisa Herod Lisa Herard. My apologies there.
Shooting 1-1 for IPFW, number 43, Ann Edwards.
Edwards again on the charity stripe. Her first shot is good. She's got 13 in the ball game. She averages 16. So suffice it to say, she should get to her average by the time this ball game is over with. Second shot falls in, and coming into the ball game again is Jamie LaRue, and exiting will be Amy Hogan.
She's going to have her season average before the end of the first half.
Very much so. There's 3 minutes, 53 seconds left, and she's right on target for it. Having a monster game so far, and their best players sitting on the bench. Forrester, the shot no good right side. Rebounded by Edwards again. Menier with it. Menier's going to drive. Now they're going to swing it inside. The Dawn Dressler. The 5'9" sophomore puts it up and in, 45-34. Grimes shot no good. Menier with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul. That one's going to be called against Allison Davis.
IPFW has successfully taken away the inside game of Ashland. Ashland's just sticking to the perimeter shots right now, which is something they don't seem to have.
Timeout on the court, 45-34. Lady Dons on top.
All right, thanks, Connie. And the sports broadcast is made possible through a grant provided by Crest Cleaners Drive-Thru, located at the corner of Claremont Avenue and Crestview Drive, offering you all types of dry cleaning and sheer laundry repair and alterations, plus free pickup and delivery. Bill Harris Auto Center, 2145 Claremont Avenue, and Bill Harris Chevrolet, 2245 Claremont Avenue, Ashland's distinctively different dealerships. By Ingman Insurance in Ashland, your independent agency store since 1916. Ingman Insurance, a clear commitment to excellence in the professional building in downtown Ashland. And by First National Bank of Ashland, our team of banking professionals is ready to serve you. First National Bank and you, together we're a team.
3 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first half. While we have this time, we should remind you that coming up this Thursday, we'll have live basketball action starting at 7:20. The AU men taking out on Northern Kentucky. That'll be live from right here at Cates Gymnasium. Pat Kilkenny and Ben Olburn will be calling all the action. Then courtside at halftime, and of course after the game, that'll be hosted by Tim Bond and Mike Becker. And of course, we should remind you that coming up at halftime, Pat Kilkenny and Jody Ireland will be standing by for courtside momentarily after we're done with this half of basketball. But right now, Tina Menier will be going to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Menier is an 83% free throw shooter, and her first shot is rimmed in and out. Heil with it now. Pass to Herod, excuse me. Forrester Davis in the lane. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Edwards, who's just having a sensational first half, as we've mentioned. LaRue to Edwards, back to LaRue, who then gives up to Manier. 10 to shoot. Tough shot is no good. Herod with the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Eagles will take over, apparently. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. Lady Eagles down 45-34. Heil with a nice pass to Missy Grimes.
Grimes now 6 points in the game.
45-36. IPFW by 9. Edwards. Manier with 14 to shoot. Sands pass inside to Edwards, and we're going to have a foul called on Lisa Herod.
That's the second foul on Harris so far today.
Second foul, the Lady Eagles well over the limit. Amy Hogan back into this ball game. And again, Pam Edwards will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Her first shot is no good. Rebounded by Allison Davis. Forrester. It's Missy Grimes with the basketball now. Andreas Forrester reverses her direction and puts an easy layup. 45-38, a minute 31 to play in the first half. Edwards in the lane, rimmed and in.
Edwards now hit her season average of 16 points.
She's
This
got
is just first half.
She's got 16. And a bad pass by Allison Davis is picked off. Here comes LaRue. LaRue gives it up to Dressler. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Dons. Forrester. Herod with the shot, yes! 9-point lead for the Lady Dons. 26 seconds to shoot, 39 seconds on the game clock. LaRue. Now they get it inside to LaRue, who banks it off and in. She's got 6. The shot clock is off. The Lady Eagles will have the last shot if they want to do so. Missy Grimes with it. Grimes, pump fake in the lane, up and good. 9-point lead, 5 seconds left. LaRue. Right side for 3 points, yes! And our score at the half, a buzzer-beating three-pointer, our score, 54-42. The Lady Eagles down to end the first half. And right now we will take a break, and we will actually send it to courtside. Pat Kilkenny and Jody Ireland are standing by. Again, our score, the Lady Mastodons 54, the Ashland University Lady Eagles 42.
And welcome back to Courtside. I'm Pat Kilkenny along with Jody Ireland. Our Lady Eagles down 54-42 at the half. And after the short timeout, we'll come back and we'll talk about the first half highlights and the ups and downs our Lady Eagles have gone through. Stay tuned.
This sports broadcast is made possible through a grant provided by Crest Cleaners Drive-Thru, located at the corner of Claremont Avenue and Crestview Drive. Offers you all types of dry cleaning and shirt laundry, repair and alterations, plus free pickup and delivery. Bill Harris Auto Center, 2145 Claremont Avenue, and Bill Harris Chevrolet, 2245 Claremont Avenue.
And by to bring you the second half of tonight's action.
Cablecasting from the Hilltop campus of Ashland University. This is WRDL TV2.
Welcome back, everybody, to Cage Gymnasium. Our score at the half, 54-42. The Lady Dons out on top. And so far, I think Trevor Voles, you and I have noticed something that in this ball game, the Mastodons being able to get the ball inside, a little bit of a height advantage, and also the fact that a little bit of an injury bug has hit the Lady Dons. Pam Edwards is right now sitting on the bench, putting some ice to her right eye. Also, we saw Lisa Miller not even play the second part. There you see Pam Edwards with the ice. Lisa Miller doesn't even play second part of the first half. The Lady Dons are up by 12. That says something for the quality of players that the Lady Dons have.
Right, IPFW has switched their offense over to people such as Munir. She has 10 points. She is a legitimate three-point threat. She has 2 in the game. They're also looking at Dressler. She's got 9 points right now, and I think that right away Edwards was able to get a lot of points. Miller has 26 as an average for the year. She only has 7 right now. I don't know what is wrong with her, but they are able to spread the points out a little more and not depend on the 2 major players for their team.
Miller is out on the court. We can see her dribbling around, and she seems to be okay. But in the first half, she had it looked like just some ice on her right thigh. So hopefully she'll be okay. For Ashland University, the problem with the Lady Eagles, as you watch the Lady Eagles practice some of their shots, Beth Fichu has 3 fouls. Andreas Forrester, Missy Grimes, Dennis, and Herod all have 2 fouls. So this is a team that is in foul trouble right now.
Exactly. Right at the beginning of the game, we saw Fichu able to get a quick 4 points, but since then she's gotten 3 fouls and she hasn't done much else. And I think Ashland needs to see her score a lot more, along with Heil, Grimes, and Herod.
Leading scorers for Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne, Pam Edwards with 16 points. Also for Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne, Tina Munir, she's got 10. DeRussell has got 9. Miller has 7 for AU. Heil has 8, along with Missy Grimes, and Herod has 6 points. We'll just have to wait and see how many more players the Eagles can get into that scoring category. They've really broken it up pretty well. A lot of players with 6 and 7 points, as opposed to Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne that has Edwards out there with 16 and the rest trailing. But I think one reason that's true is Lisa Miller didn't play the second part of that first half.
All right. She does only have 7 points, which is right there. That's 19 points below her season average. It's just interesting that IPFW still has such an offensive output without having a player like Miller in the game.
About to inbound the basketball, but the time has not been put there. Andreas Forrester with a steal. Forrester misses an easy layup. Rebounded again by Pam Edwards, who again has been the key for the Lady Dons. Miller, Edwards, who's in the lane. The rainbow shot rims in. She's got 18, 56-42. Heil inside the hall, who misses a shot, then fouls her own shot, puts it up and in. Aaron Hall with 6. The lead is 12. Pass almost stolen by Forrester. Now that pass is finally stolen by Forrester. Forrester, a pass to Fichu. Right side three-pointer is banked off and in. Kim Bibb.
Kim Bibb now has 6 points in the game.
That's something you're not going to see that often. Banking a three-pointer and making it. 56.
I'd like to make a quick correction. I was told by Ken Jennings, our statistician, that Kim Bibb does have 8 points, not 6.
All righty. Ball out of bounds off of the Lady Eagles. They'll have 28 to shoot. Early stages of the second half. Pass inside to Sands, who puts it up and in. Shelly Sands now has 5. Her season average about 9. 58-47. Heil tries to get it inside the hall, and that pass is stolen by Sands. Miller with it. Miller drives the lane. An offensive foul is going to be called against Lisa Miller. And Lisa Miller seems to be shaken up. That'll be her third, excuse me, Trevor, that'll be her third foul, but she is visibly shaken up.
I was just going to add that that is her third foul, so she's in foul trouble along with Minier.
Now Eileen Kleinfelter talking to one of the officials. I think Eileen needs to be reminded that she needs to be in that yellow coach's box, which she finally is. And the timeout is going to be called by Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. Our score 58-47.
All right, thanks, Connie. And this sports broadcast is made possible through a grant provided by Crest Cleaners Drive-Thru, located at the corner of Claremont Avenue and Crestview Drive, offering you all types of dry cleaning and shirt laundry repair and alterations, plus free pickup and delivery. Bill Harris Auto Center, 2145 Claremont Avenue, and Bill Harris Chevrolet, 2245 Claremont Avenue. Ashland's distinctively different dealerships. By Ingman Insurance in Ashland, your independent agency store since 1916. Ingman Insurance, a clear commitment to excellence in the professional building in downtown Ashland. And by First National Bank of Ashland, our team of banking professionals is ready to serve you. First National Bank and you, together we're a team.
58-47, 18 minutes, 7 seconds left. Along with Trevor Voles, I'm Canio Costanzo. And so far the Ashland Lady Eagles really playing a tight contest, really, with the Lady Dons. This game starting to get a little bit physical as well.
Yeah, a lot of IPFW players are hitting the paint. There's a lot of injuries right now to IPFW, and Ashland's getting in a lot of foul trouble as well.
The Eagles have been in foul trouble, I'd have to say, since about the 15-minute mark of the first half. On the other hand, the Lady Dons have been really beat up in this game. Andreas Forrester will inbound it to Julie Heil, and the clock is set in motion. Bibb with it. Erin Hall, yes. She has 8. 58-49. The Eagles put on the token pressure. A steal, Fichu with it. Heil now has it. Got a pick from Hall, which he does not use. Forrester. Three-pointer for Heil, off the mark, no good. Nice save there by Andreas Forrester. Forrester, tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Heil, who makes an unbelievable shot in the lane, and it's a 7-point lead. She's got 10. Blocking foul called against Julie Heil. That'll be her second.
Aside from Heil's 2 fouls, she does have 10 points in the game right now. She is one of a few people who have the hot hand going for Ashland right now. Heil's got a hot hand, Grimes and Hall.
And Julie Heil has been playing some really tight defense. Pass inside to Lisa Miller. And now the officials are going to confirm whether there is a foul. And yes, there is going to be one. This one will be called against Beth Fichu. That will be her fourth. And Beth will take a seat in the game now for the first time in the second half. Allison Davis.
Kleinfelder keeps on stepping out onto the floor every time there is any kind of a foul against IPFW. She isn't watching, she's going to get a technical very soon.
Both coaches have been very boisterous about some of the calls made in the first half, and some of these calls in the second have been very questionable, including that last one against Fichu, which is a real killer, especially since that's her fourth. Miller hits them both. Back into the ball game will be Amy Hogan, and sitting down Dawn Dressler for the Lady Dons. Nine-point lead for the Lady Dons, under 17 minutes left here in the second half. Bibb with it. Bibb's going to drive the lane. Bibb's shot is no good. No foul called. Sands with the rebound. Back the other way. Miller's shot no good. Heil with the rebound. And she methodically takes it up court. Heil, left-handed shot in and out and back in. 7-point lead. Heil has 12. Miller now in the front court. Menier almost walks with the ball. Side to Edwards, who's triple team, but she puts it up and in. 62-53 here in the second half. Forrester having trouble with the ball, now loses it, and now a foul is going to be called against Heil. And for Julie Heil, that's going to be her third foul.
Ashland's foul starts number 12, Julie Heil, her third.
Heil does have 12 points, so they're going to want to get her out of the game as soon as possible.
And they're going to. Teresa Evans for the first time will be brought into the game. And now a steal by Heil. Heil, blocking foul is called. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul is going to be called against Tina Menier.
Menier now gets into foul trouble with 3 fouls for IPFW.
Foul starts number 45, Tina Menier, her third, team second.
Lisa Miller now sits down. Lisa Miller, who usually plays quite a bit of time for this Lady Don ball club, takes a seat. Heil's first shot is good. She now has 13. Substitution for Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. Kim Rucker comes into the ball game, and exiting stage left is Shelly Sands. Second shot is good, and Teresa Evans, for the first time in the ball game, will come into the game. Of course, we mentioned the altercation with Coach Karen Linder after during last Thursday's game. Evans finally checks in. Edwards. Over to Menier, who's got 8 seconds now. Back to Edwards. To Menier. That shot's no good. Rebounded Andreas Forrester. Evans now has it. Nice pass to Aaron Hall, and we're going to have a foul inside on one of the tall trees. The foul's going to be against Dawn Dressler. That'll be her second. And apparently now, Trevor, the officials are saying that as Karen Linder takes takes a look at the action that's going on right now. Apparently she was in the act of shooting.
She was maybe in the act of shooting. I don't agree. I mean, possibly she was just trying to get the shot off, but she couldn't because she was blocked, and it was totally stuffed right back into her face.
Got quite a bit of fans from Indiana Purdue for a win, and I don't think any of them agree with that call. Hall's first shot is no good. She's only a 56% free throw shooter. Second shot up and good. 62-56. Lady Dons break the pressure. Teresa Evans almost with a steal there. Miller inside to Edwards, whose shot is off target, no good. Allison Davis with the rebound. Bibb will try the three-pointer, no good. Davis with the rebound. And apparently she steps out of bounds. No foul called. So IPFW takes over. Lady Eagles have been close for most of this ball game. Just haven't been able to take control of this game. And a steal by Evans. Evans, off-balance shot is no good. Dawn Dressler gets the rebound. Now with it is Menier. Menier now has it. Menier will drive the lane. Off the backboard, no good, and we're going to have a foul called against the Lady Eagles.
So far in the second half, Ashland's playing great defense, not holding IPFW to just a few points. Ashland's climbing right back into this, and right now they're only down by 6. We've seen a lot of emotion on the Ashland bench, which is something we did not see in the Mercyhurst game as well.
You're right, Aaron. As Aaron Hall exits, they've been very enthusiastic about this game. They came to play, and I think Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne didn't think Karen Linder could get their team up for this one. But the Lady Eagles so far proving them wrong. First shot by Menier is no good. Second shot is good. Menier now has 11 points. 56-63. Excuse me, 63-56. IPFW out on top.
Grimes just come into the game when she brings 8 points in so far.
You see Grimes only averages around 6 points a ball game, but so far has been playing well. That's her, and she'll take a shot, which will go off the rim and no good. LaRue now has it. Dressler over to Edwards. Now a nice pass inside to LaRue, who misses the layup. Here comes the Eagles. Kim Bibb. Bibb has her shot blocked by Pam Edwards and goes out of bounds. Julie Heil will check into the ball game. And Teresa Evans takes a seat. Lady Eagles will now have 24 seconds to shoot. Bad pass goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Lady Eagle basketball. We mentioned the physical play in there. You just saw a little bit of a bump there. As both players were going for the ball, they collide. Davis, shot no good. Miller with the rebound. Miller with it. Edwards in the lane. Edwards, offensive foul called against Pam Edwards.
It's only the first foul for Pam Edwards. That's showing that she has a lot of offense and she's playing some smart defense. Excuse me, that's 2 fouls, but she's still as well playing great.
She's not out of control like some of the
Right.
other players are, and the Lady Eagles have been taking quite a bit of offensive charges. You see Grimes with it now, left side. Bibb, the three-point artist. He's with the Heil. Heil, tough left-handed shot, is an air ball. The Lady Dons come back past half court, inside to Edwards, who lays it up and in. Pam Edwards has 22 points. Herod. Hook shot is no good. Guess who with the rebound? Miller shoots, no good. And we're gonna have a foul now called as Missy Grimes goes for the basketball, and she was bumped very physically by Shelly Sands. 65-56. The Lady Eagles trying to stay into this ball game. Heil with it. Over to Bibb, whose three-point attempt is no good. Dressler with the rebound. LaRue guarded by Heil. Getting inside to Miller, and Miller finally scores. First time in the second half that she scores. And the Lady Eagles will take a timeout with 11 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the second half. Our score is 67-56. Lady Eagles down. And we'll take a break. Again, our score is 67-56. The Dons out on top of the Eagles.
Hello everybody, I'm Tim Bond, the host of Arrows 92, and coming up this year we have 9 big shows for you to talk about all of the Ashland area sports and their high school teams, and that's every Thursday night at 8:30 following Huddle with the Eagles. That will kick everything off at 8 o'clock with Jim Hawk. So stay tuned on Thursday nights for Huddle with the Eagles at 8, and then Arrows 92 at 8:30 right here on TV2.
Back to Case Gymnasium, our score with 11 minutes and 51 seconds left, 67-56. In case many of you have been wondering, the Lady Dons, actually the entire nickname is a Mastodon, and a Mastodon. Mastodons first lived in North Africa about 40 million years ago. They're actually large elephants that had very large tusks. They reached America about 14 million years ago and lived there until about 10,000 years ago. I bet you did not know that.
No, I did not know that, Connie.
Well, now you do. And if anyone needs to know what an eagle is, then we really have some trouble. Allison Davis will be called for an offensive foul. And you and I were talking about out of control, Trevor, and I think that's a play that Allison probably shouldn't have made. She was definitely out of control there.
Allison Davis conveniently stepped right on Dressler's face there, a little overactive.
Pass inside, and actually the ball was kicked. So the Lady Dons will take over. Edwards is going to be fouled by Herod. Lady Eagles down by 11, 67-56. Pass inside to Sands. Her shot no good. Herod with the rebound, and here come the Lady Eagles again. Allison Davis. Hiles, tough left-handed shot is good. Lady Eagles down by 9, 67-58. She's got 16 in the ball game. LaRue Nice pass inside to Shelley Sands. Sands with 7, 69-58. Bates the pass over to Davis, and her shot is no good. IPFW trying to stretch the lead again. But it seems like every time they try to, the Eagles come back. And a jump ball is going to be called, and now Lisa Herod and Pam Edwards now get into a little bit of a discussion. The officials very quickly break it up.
During courtside, Jody Allen mentioned the fact that a key to the game in the second half, the big key would be defense. Right now, Ashland is coming up with a lot of defense, while IPFW is just not able to stop. Ashland has scored pretty well the second half.
Also checking for Ashland, number 10, Teresa Evans.
The Eagles trying to play a little trick on the officials with 6 players. However, Julie Heil finally exits, and play did not work very well. Missy Grimes gets a pass half court. Grimes the pass to Hall. Her shot rims out. Rebounded Edwards. Karen Linder wanting an offensive foul against Edwards. No call made. LaRue triple teamed, and LaRue travels with the basketball. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the second half. Eagles down 69-58. Now one official is talking to Lisa Herod about something. Lisa doesn't seem too thrilled with that conversation. Pass to Erin Hall, and now with it is Teresa Evans, who breaks the timeline. Evans will take a long shot, no good. Rebounded Bates. Evans with it. Evans takes the long shot, up and in, and we're gonna have a foul. Basket's gonna be good. Let's see who the foul is gonna be against. Erin Hall commits the foul. Karen Linder not liking it. Erin Hall has got 4 fouls.
Ashland foul, charge to number 40, Erin Hall, third quarter. Team 7.
Karen Linder has been walking up and down those sidelines all day long, and she has not liked what she has seen so far, although the Lady Eagles have put up a strong performance in this ballgame.
She has to like how Heil is playing. She has 16 points thus far in the game, and she's only averaging on the season just about 7 points.
Yeah, the thing that the Lady Eagles needed all year long was a consistent point guard. It looks like Julie Heil is going to be the one to fit the bill. As you mentioned, she's got 16 points. She only averages 6.8. Ten-point lead now for the Lady Dons. Shelley Sands, a 70% free throw shooter. Her second shot is good, and coming back into the ball game, Ann Lucan. An 11-point lead for the Lady Dons. And if the Lady Eagles are going to come back into this ball game, they're going to have to do it without quite a bit of height, as many of their taller players are in foul trouble. Bates in the lane, yes.
Last time these two teams played, they all the big people for Ashland inside, such as Heil, Feshu, and Hall, they all fouled out, and right now are all in foul trouble again.
This game is not over with yet, though. And that game was on the road. The Eagles might have a little bit of an advantage since this one's at home. Pam Edwards. Nice pass blocked by Herod. Ball goes out of bounds. The Lady Eagles have it.
Checking in for 4 away, number 22, Donna
Dawn Dressler back into the ball game. 9 minutes left in the second half, 71-62. The Lady Dons out on top of the Lady Eagles. Grimes has it right side. Trying to get inside to Herod. Now they finally do. Pass inside to Wilson, who just checked into the ball game. Her shot's no good. And Edwards, who has been a monster all game long, gets the rebound. Miller is going to be fouled. Herod is going to be called for the blocking foul.
That foul starts to number 42, Lisa Herod, for 4.
So Herod now has 4 fouls, and she's in foul trouble along with Hall, who has 4, and Feshu has 4. And also Heil has 3.
Shooting 2 for IPFW, number 24, Lisa Miller.
Lisa Miller will go to the line. The senior guard. Her first shot is no good, one of the better free throw shooters. She's the second best free throw shooter in the entire GLVC at 78%. Misses the first, makes the second. She now has 13 points. And that is well below her 26.2 points per game average. Bad pass by Teresa Evans for Lisa Herod. Intercepted there by Lisa Miller. And a double dribble is going to be called against Manier. And again, Trevor, the Eagles are getting the breaks, but they just can't take advantage of those breaks to come back into this ball game.
Exactly. IPFW isn't scoring that much. If they were getting even a little more than half of the shots that they're putting up to go in, they would have a huge lead on Ashland, which is something they just don't have.
And considering that the Lady Eagles have been in foul trouble for most of this ball game, I'm very much surprised that they're even in the ball game. Wilson's shot is way off. With it now is Sands. And Sands and Wilson get into a little bit of a discussion there. And we're going to have a foul against Aaron Hall. Excuse me. That foul's going to go against Melissa Wilson. That'll be her first.
Feshu just checked back into the game, and she brings along with her 4 fouls.
See whether or not she picks up her 5th. Last time these two teams played here, Ashland University lost a very tight contest in overtime. That 1-and-1 shot is no good. Aaron Hall will get the rebound. Bates now has it. Grimes, top of the key. Bates with the running jumper, no good. LaRue with it. LaRue still dribbling with it. Dressler will try to drive inside the lane. Her shot no good, a tough one. Rebounded Miller, and Miller is fouled. She'll go to the line, and let's see who the foul is called against. Foul is going to go against Melissa Grimes. It's only her 3rd. AU well over the 1-and-1 mark.
Grimes now joins Heil at 3 fouls apiece.
Eagles in plenty of foul trouble. Now coming into the ball game, Kim Bibb. Andreas Forrester will also check in. Natalie Bates will sit out, and so will Missy Grimes. 9-point lead with 7:13 to go. Shot no good, rebounded Edwards. Edwards dishes inside the Dressler. Dressler now has 11. 13-point lead. Heil, tough left-handed shot. She drills it. Good trapping defense by the Lady Eagles. Breaking with it now is Dressler, who gives it off to LaRue. Back to Dressler. Dressler's shot high off the banking board and in. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Lady Eagles. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left. The Lady Eagles down 77-64. You would have to think, Trevor Voles, that the Eagles' plan of attack would have to be to get the ball inside somehow and cause a few three-point plays.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. Right now, they're going to have to look at Heil, who does have 16 points. They have to look for Grimes. She has 8. The people with the hot hands for Ashland, there aren't that many, and plus they have to worry about the foul trouble as well, with Heil having 3, Grimes has 3. Then you have Fetchu, Herod, and Hall all having 4.
Just a reminder, of course, after this game, we'll be going back to courtside. And then after that, Ted Klopp and David Zooks will have the call for the Ashland University, Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne men's basketball game, and that should be a dandy. To see the huddle of the Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne Lady Dons, and now you see the huddle of the Lady Eagles. Have to wait and see what the Lady Eagles do since they have the ball. Everybody's enjoying this ball game, even the youngins.
We've seen Dawn Dressler come into this game for IPFW and have a great offensive output. She's got 13 points right now. She's only second behind Edwards, of course, who has 22.
Yeah, the Lady Dons have done a good job offensively, letting everybody score. And now a blocking foul is going to be called against Lisa Miller. And for Lisa Miller, that'll be her 4th foul. Eileen Kleinfelter does decide not to take her out. And Eileen Kleinfelter almost broke her shoe trying to indicate to her Lady Dons to call a timeout.
And she must have a voice box of steel.
Oof.
All her hollering going on out there.
Trying to get that timeout, nobody would turn around. Finally, one of the players did. The timeout was taken. But again, a big foul called against Lisa Miller. And I think that's what the Lady Eagles will have to do. Get the ball inside, try to score some points from some of the bigger players on the Lady Eagles roster. Let's take a look right now at what will be going on this Monday night on WRDL. I'll start off with update news at 7 o'clock. That's followed by A Matter of Taste. It's hosted by Mr. Richard Leidy. He'll be cooking Chinese. That should be interesting. That'll be followed by Ashland Alive with your host, Jackie Gill. She will welcome William Sylvester, who's a poet, a writer, and a critic. So that should be quite interesting. You can call in and talk to Mr. Sylvester live, and that's followed by Open. That's a show produced by the Ohio Pharmaceutical Education Network. That's all coming up this Monday right here on TV2. Andreas Forrester gives it off to Heil. Her shot's no good. And again, Edwards, who's been really playing well, gets the rebound.
Yeah, she had 18 rebounds the last time these two teams met to go along with her 31 points, and right now she already has 22.
Cam Edwards scores an easy 2 points, and that could be it for the Lady Eagles unless they put a quick surge together. 70, you can check that score, it's 79-64. Three-pointer for Bibb, her shot no good. Rebounded Miller. LaRue now with it. And if the Lady Dons were smart, they would take their time right now with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left. 15 to shoot. LaRue down to 10. Pass inside to Miller. Miller gets it back and puts it up and in. Andrews Forrester trying to get an offensive charge, but could not. 81-64. 5 minutes, 22 seconds left. Inside to Vachu. Her shot up and good. She's got 4 in the ball game. Miller brings it back court. Miller looks like she's going to drive, and she will. Passes off to Dressler. Her shot's no good. Heil with the rebound. Under 5 minutes to play. Heil. Fachu, yes. She's got 8. Sands now has it. Miller. LaRue looking inside. We'll get a screen from Pam Edwards. Down to 15 to shoot. Pam Edwards, top of the key. Gives it off to LaRue, and LaRue scores yet again. That's her first 2 points of the ball game. Bibb gives it up to Heil, who takes a long shot, which is no good. LaRue has it now. She'll bring it down court. Dishes it off nicely to Sands. And that could be, Trevor Bowles, the final nail in the coffin.
It definitely could be right now. They are trailing by 17 points. Ashland has never won a ball game when they were trailing at halftime, and it looks like it'll be the same way right now. If they do lose this game, they'll be 0-15 when trailing at halftime.
And the foul is going to be called on Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall doesn't like it. Karen Linder does not like it. For Aaron Hall, that'll be it for tonight's ball game. Aaron Hall to end the game. Aaron Hall will finish the game with 9 points. A nice game, but she got into foul trouble very early. And the Lady Dons very smartly got the ball inside and got her out of the ball game.
Right, Hall was, she had the hot hand coming in the second half. The majority of her points were scored in the second half, and IPFW realized that.
Edwards hits the first part of the 1-and-1 bonus. Pam Edwards has just had a sensational game. What else can you say about the junior from Jefferson, Indiana? 25 points. Her second shot's no good. The Eagles rebound, and we're going to have a foul called up against Kim Recker. And that'll be Kim's second. So it looks like Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne will continue on the trek towards the GLVC championship. They still have a slight chance to be a playoff contender. A lot of ifs for IPFW, but certainly a win like this helps. Driving the lane and crashing to the ground very quickly is Jamie LaRue. LaRue will go to the line and shoot 2. Lisa Herod on the foul.
That's her 5th foul. She's gone.
So Lisa Herod will exit the game with 6 points. Herod averages about 5.3, so she will help that average, but certainly getting into foul trouble did not help the team overall.
And right now they have Vetchu, who's the only one remaining with 4 fouls, who hasn't fouled out of the game yet. She has 8 points, so they're going to have to be careful, along with Grimes and Howe, which have 3.
And really at this point in time, I don't think it's necessary for Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne to go for that extra foul and try to get her out of the game. This game realistically is over with, but we've seen stranger things happen. LaRue's first shot's no good, but the second one is. 87-68. Julie Heil. Bibb's gonna have to take a lot of threes. She misses that one. LaRue has it. Hogan. Recker has her shot blocked. And Beth Fichu is going to try to lay it up, and in, she does. 17-point lead for the Lady Dons. And the pressure is again on, Trevor.
Fichu just got her 10th point of the game. She's staying hanging tough now. She does have 4 fouls, so she's got to be careful.
Finally break the trap does Michelle Connolly. LaRue now has it. Down to 9 seconds to shoot. Bad shot by Hogan. Heil has it. Up to Missy Grimes. Grimes wants to drive the lane. Rimmed in and out, no good. Missy Grimes will be called for a foul.
Ashland foul, number 20, Missy Grimes.
That'll be her 4th foul. The Eagles played a tight contest into the first half and into most of the second half. They had plenty of opportunities to come back into this game and take the lead, but they just couldn't make those tough shots. And I think that's indicative of the fact that this is a very young team.
We saw IPFW missing a lot of shots, but at the same time, we also saw IPFW play great defense in the paint, take away Ashland's inside game, and prevent Ashland from getting amounting any kind of a score against them.
Eileen Kleinfelter's now going to empty the bench. Second shot was no good. Grimes with it. Grimes probably carried with the basketball. Grimes in the lane and good. She's got 10. And a timeout's going to be called by Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne. And this is probably just to control everything, and actually it's just to stop the play, so. Finally, the Eagles will break their very quick huddle, and IPFW takes over. Lady Eagle team is very young, but I think a couple years down the road, I think this team could be one of the better ones in the GLVC.
Exactly. Ashland does not have one senior on the whole team, so they're very young, and they can look to players like Heil and Grimes and Bibb in the future in the next few years.
Foul's going to be called on Missy Grimes, and that will be her 5th. So Melissa Grimes will exit with 10 points. She's averaging about 6. Grimes seemingly doesn't even want to leave the playing area. Now she will. And Heather Dennis, a freshman, will come back into the game. And that woman, Eileen Kleinfelter, I think in the first half, I don't think she was very happy with the performance, but the second half, the Lady Dons came back and opened it up a bit.
Ashland played good defense for the first part of the second half, and IPFW was just able to turn it on down the stretch.
Bibb's 3-pointer is way off the mark. They get it inside to Davis. Davis is fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Rector.
Lady Dons foul number 54, Kemper Rector.
That'll be that's her 3rd foul. 16-point lead. AU Eagles after this game take on Clarion on the 24th, Northern Kentucky, Indianapolis, and then 2 road games down the season, St. Joseph's and Lewis. It's not going to be a very easy stretch for the Lady Eagles. Nice steal by Heil. She'll go in by herself. And a quick timeout will be called. Heil has 20 points. a 13-point lead. Eagles probably thinking there that, you know, there is a minute 22. It does look realistic, but hey, anything can happen, and the Eagles will probably put the pressure on and try to get some turnovers or foul very quickly.
Yeah, I think Linder wants to get all of our other players who are scoring better than average to get that ball in the hoop and try to get some more points and make it look a little more respectable.
Also, a close game like this and trying to get some steals and such off of the pressure defense, I think it's good for a young team that probably doesn't play many close games, and we're not trying to depict Karen Linder's program here, but really this team has struggled this year, and realistically, I think this is a good thing for them to take a timeout, see if they can cause a few turnovers.
Right now, I think you have to give them a lot of credit for how well they did get up for this game after their embarrassing loss to Mercyhurst just a couple nights ago.
There's that pressure defense. Ball was out of bounds on Beth Fichu. Minute 19 left. Finally get it to Ship. And we're going to have a walking call. Walking is going to be called against Michelle Connolly, and it looked like Connolly was actually hit on the arm. The officials don't agree with that, however. And a technical foul has been called against Eileen Kleinfelter.
It was definitely only a matter of time.
And some of the fans to our left don't like the call, but I'll tell you what, she better watch out, because if she gets another one, she can really put the Lady Eagles back into the ball game, even though there's only a minute 12 left.
And now she just puts back all the starters into the game.
First shot is good by Julie Heil, and those 4 starters come back into the ball game.
I think she wants to show the rest a thing or two, as well as the Ashland team.
Here comes her Heil's second shot. Heil having a great game so far. Karen Linder looks like she has found her point guard for the future. Second shot, rims out. Heather Dennis will inbound the ball. Allison Davis now with it. Heil drives the lane, in and out, rebounded, fought for, out of bounds as Beth Fichu as she touches the basketball. And IPFW takes over with a minute left. Foul is now going to be called against Allison Davis. And so Allison Davis on so far for Ashland University with 3 fouls. Miller's first shot is good. Have some very boisterous folks from Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. She makes them both. 90-76, under a minute to play. Lisa Miller with 19 points. Shot no good. Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne with the basketball. No walking call is going to be called. A foul will be. That one's going to go against Julie Heil. For Heil, that'll be her 4th with 40 seconds left. Both teams trying to play out the string here. So on the line is Melissa Ship. The left-hander hits her first free throw attempt of the night. It's her first point of the ball game. And that's her second. 92-76. Heather Dennis gets fouled, puts it up off the back of the rim, but she'll shoot two. And Trevor Voles, this has been one of the longest minutes Division II basketball has ever seen.
Yeah, there's been about 4 or 5 fouls just in this past minute alone.
Eileen Kleinfelter is now going to decide to put back the second team, or at least part of the second team. Now they finally go in. Rucker will go in along with Connolly and also Lucan. And the starters exit, stage left. So Heather Dennis, a 30% free throw shooter, misses her first shot. Her second shot is up, rims in and out. Rebounded by Connolly. Eagles putting the pressure on. Julie Heil with that foul will also exit this ball game, as that will be her 5th foul. Trevor, you mentioned it a few minutes ago. Plenty of players the last time these two teams played fouling out of the ball game. You see it happen again.
We definitely did with Heil and Grimes, Harrod and Hall, and it's just right now a matter of time before Feshu goes. She's got 4. She's been in now for the last couple of minutes, and she's managed to not get that last foul.
4 players have fouled out in this ball game for Ashland University. Ship misses her free throw, but gets her own rebound. Passes it inside. The ball goes out of bounds. Apparently touched by a Lady Don. 21 seconds to play. So the Lady Eagles are going to go 8-15 on the year. So we have a jump ball. The Lady Dons, on the other hand, will go to 18-6. We'll see what happens with some of the other games that are played in the GLVC.
Tempers are definitely flaring right now. We just see Miller just hit Dennis, really just outright push her and slam her down to the court. We saw Bibb have a problem with Leakin. Leakin stepped on her wrist, it looked like, I don't know, purposely or not, and then Bibb threw the basketball at her. A lot of tempers are flaring.
Yeah, these two teams apparently, and there are only 13 seconds left. So Chu will exit. That's 5 players out of the game. Wilson comes back in, and with 13 seconds to play, we'll see if we have a few more physical type plays, as Ship goes to the line yet again in the last 15 seconds of this game. Her second shot, good. 94-76. Bates with it, 10 seconds. Bibb will try for 3, yes! Miller runs out the clock, and that'll end the ball game. Our score, 94-79. The Lady Dons come out on top. Lady Dons, a much more experienced team, and they played a great game so far at Trevor Voles, and there you see the score, 94-79. We right now are going to send it to courtside. Standing by, Jody Ireland and Pat Kilkenny. Again, our final score, IPFW 94, Ashland University 79. So long, everybody.
This sports broadcast is made possible through a grant provided by Crest Cleaners Drive-Thru, located at the corner of Claremont Avenue and Crestview Drive. Offers you all types of dry cleaning and shirt laundry, repair and alterations, plus free pickup and delivery. Bill Harris Auto Center, 2145 Claremont Avenue, and Bill Harris Chevrolet, 2245 Claremont Avenue. Ashland's distinctively different dealerships. Inkman Insurance in Ashland, your independent agency store since 1916. Inkman Insurance, a clear commitment to excellence in the professional building in downtown Ashland. And by First National Bank of Ashland, our team of banking professionals is ready to serve you. First National Bank and you, together we're a team.
15th time this season, the Lady Eagles have come up on the short end of the stick, this time losing 94-79 to IPFW. The men are warming up and they'll be playing very shortly. But when we return after this break, Jody and I will wrap things up for the ladies' game. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Ricardo Hill of the Ashland University Eagles.
And I'm Jeffrey Little. This here is a basketball.
Ask if I can take it out.
This is a
It's about to fall.
Mr. Ball.
Meet Mr. Basket.
So, Mr. Ball, how was your visit?
And welcome back to courtside. Pat Kilkenny along with Jody Ireland. Well, Jody, Lady Eagles lose once again 94-79. Second half, we're almost there in the beginning. Can almost close that gap, but just couldn't get it to within about 8 points.
Right. They played better defense in the second half, and that helped them out. But like you said, they just couldn't close the gap.
Showed a little bit of a press there early on.
Yeah, they brought out a 1-3-1 or 1-2-1-1 press and tried to trap the ball on the inbounds, and it did a little bit of good, right off the bat, and caused a couple turnovers. And but then Fort Wayne adjusted to it and seemed to handle it pretty well.
A nice part then on Fort Wayne to adjust, and then the end result, the Eagles coming out of the press and falling farther behind.